Hey, what's happening to you guys? It's Sonic here and welcome back to another video review for Youjo Senki episode 7. As you guys know, last week we had a recap of everything that was happening from episode 1 to episode 6, so I didn't really want to do that. So today we're going to be focusing on episode 7, which seems to be centered around capturing a fort known as Forde. I'm pretty sure I said the name wrong, but pretty much the episode literally just starts with Tanya and some of the northern commanders arguing back and forth as to how they should approach the next few battles. You know, Tanya is saying that they should stretch out the battle all the way on to winter because that way they'll be able to, you know, save up their resources, while the northern commanders are pretty much saying that they're trying to end the war as quickly as possible, but in doing so would exhaust all of their resources. Now I'm not a battle tactician, so I don't know which battle style would be the best one to go, because you know you want to end the battle as quickly as possible, but you're running a high risk in losing all your resources, so you want to keep your resources. So you know, Tanya's battle strategy kind of makes sense, but in this episode I kind of like how she was kind of mocking the northern commanders, you know, teasing them, getting them all pissed off and all that stuff. But we actually learn, you know, later on that Tanya accidentally found out about the real plan of what they were trying to do. So they're using the front battlefield as a diversion to pretty much take down the fort base from the rear. So they have a plan where they're going to be taking out all the cannon establishments in order for them to bring in their ships of soldiers to take down the base as quickly as possible. And you know, when Tanya accidentally discovered that plan, I keep forgetting his name, but the guy with the glasses and blue hair literally freaked out. I feel like he fucked it up for everyone, in a sense that if he hadn't reacted to that, I feel like Tanya wouldn't have picked up on the plan. Either way, she kind of already figured out that would be the best strategy for the situation. But in situations like this is what I mean by you know, people who overreact once someone picks up a cue. Like, you gotta stay calm, cool and collected. You never lose your cool even though someone gets half the password right. Like, you gotta stay cool. So pretty much Tanya figures out the plan. The commander was pretty much impressed by Tanya's, you know, ability to discover the Empire's plan. And oh, I remember now, it's the Oz George, or it's a Ford, the Oz Ford. That's the place that they're trying to, you know, conquer and all that stuff. So yeah, the plan was pretty much simple. They're sending a small platoon of you know, mages to go in to take out the canyons and give the ships that were coming in a chance to come in quickly without being destroyed. This is something similar to what I saw in the Avatar, The Legend of Aang. You know, I'm a huge fan of that series. They did something similar when they were trying to invade the Fire Nation, take out all the cannons to allow the ships, the submarines to come in. It's a basic battle strategy, and you will see it in a lot of kind of like war scenarios and stuff like that. So you know, they were going in, they were destroying all the cannons, everything was going pretty much well. And we see the other guy. Now at the beginning of the episode, we see a dad saying goodbye to their daughter, because you know, he was trying to send his daughter and his wife away from the war and all that stuff. So we see him seeing everything, the destruction, what's happening, and he's determined to protect his place, his his location, his base, all that stuff. And you know, we see him praying as well. Now when he did that, low-key, I thought he was about to awaken the power as well. Like, that would have been amazing, which actually got me thinking, will we see other characters in this show, you know, having the ability that Tanya has? Because I feel like Being X would try to do something like this. This is something that would be up his alley, if you know what I'm saying. Give another person the same type of ability that Tanya has, and you know, that will be some kind of like a rivalry or whatever the case may be. But yeah, basically the Empire won. You know, it was pretty simple, pretty swift. They had some few struggles there. Many people died, as we saw in the episode. That's just war. Like, people dying, they'll die in the most unexpected way. Like, we saw you know, reinforcements come in for the Oz Fort, but they got quickly blown back by the, you know, the sea ship, not the sea ship, the battleship that was coming in. It was pretty crazy though. And I think the sickest part about all of this is that Tanya taking that rifle from the guy that she just killed, and basically saying this is an early Christmas gift, similar to what the little girl said to her dad and all that stuff. So you know, yeah, it was a really straightforward battle. I low-key when the man was praying, I was low-key hoping that he would you know, somewhat awaken some type of power as well, and there'll be like a clash and that will throw Tanya off, but that never happened. But hopefully in the future we might see something like this. I highly doubt it though. I feel like Tanya is going to be the only one with that ability. Now keep in mind, I haven't really read the manga, so I wouldn't know if something like this has actually already happened. So you know, yeah. Now with the Oxford under the Empire's control, they can now attack from both the rear and the front of the battlefield, which is pretty interesting. And it'll be interesting to see how they, you know, progress in the war and stuff like that. So yeah, this episode was actually very interesting. There was a lot of character development in this episode for a few characters, like the dad. I keep forgetting his name. I don't know why. Like some of these names I need to try and remember. Like it takes me a while. Like it really does take me a while for me to remember certain anime characters' names, and you know, I could easily just write it down, but I like to just spitball and talk about it. But anyways, guys, that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think about this episode. And you know, yeah. Also, before I forget, near the end of the episode, we see the daughter and the wife learn the fate of those who are trying to defend the Oz field, and that was kind of like, you know, this, you know, like one side wins and the other side loses, and I was kind of like, even though we didn't really know these characters, we can understand what it means to lose, you know, someone and all that stuff. But anyways, that's pretty much it. I'm Sonic. Once again, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.